Boom. We live. All right. Let's get this secondary thing going on. I got volume. Have I got volume? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Have I got volume? Check
Yep,
1,
yep,
2.
yeah, we got volume.
2. All right, mute that. Get the third camera up. Third camera up. Mute. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. All right. Gonna let some people roll in before we get to anything. I guess this is where Eddie generally plays the intro songs. Eddie Block Truck Show. So, all right. Maybe put my earrings in. Where everybody at? I guess maybe people don't roll in until later, which I hope they don't, because this is probably going to be a not too long of a show. Not too long of a show. It's been kind of a slow day. And it is a holiday, so maybe that's why there aren't a lot of people here. Not a lot of people here. Hey, Trey for Trump. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. We got a few people rolling in. I know this is a bit of change of scenery for you guys, but all details will be coming soon. There, Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy. How's everybody doing today? Let's talk about that before we talk about anything else. Everybody having a decent Labor Day? Anybody do anything special? You cook out or hey Gonzo, Sunshine, cook out or go out to eat or go out on the boat? Maybe do some fishing. I bet there's somebody here that went out and done some fishing. Anybody do anything cool? Sheepdog? Let's see. Nice swim in your Airbnb pool. I hear you. I hear you. That's good exercise. Sailing on Saturday. You went sailing on Saturday? Question mark. Did you get that drunk? Damn, you don't even know if you went? Smoked weed all day. I hear you. We'll be doing some of that later. We'll definitely be doing some of that later. Hello, Willow. Hope your flight home was enjoyable. All right. So we got 18 people in here. So I guess it's we can get her started a little bit over there. So just for this week, I'll be running the show solo. And thing about it is I don't know how to use Streamlabs. Like I tried to figure it out. I can't. And then, the tap to do it, by myself was, not too long ago. I think like maybe 10, 15 minutes before he put up the post or the video from last night. So there definitely wasn't enough time to try to figure out Streamlabs. And like I watched what he do with all these changing cameras and the input sources and all that. There'd be no way I could work that. I tried it before and I couldn't even figure out how to turn my own camera on. But yeah, Eddie's he's got to move sooner than he expected. So he's got to get that house packed up really quick, like. Somebody come picked up Miss Penelope today. So Miss Penelope is actually going to an actual farm, not a euphemism or anything like that. Penelope is actually going to a farm. Gonna have some siblings that are little humans. So I think the kids might have fun with Penelope. It's whether Penelope actually wants to have fun with the kids or not. Here she's kind of a loner. So, yeah, it's Labor Day, so not a whole lot of news out there. Not a whole lot of news. So this probably will be a short show, but I really only got one thing to cover, basically one thing to cover, and it's probably what's on people's minds that were tuning in the other day. But after that, I think I'm just going to open it up to the chat room. You ask me any question you want. It doesn't matter if it's about myself or a subject, or it, doesn't really matter. So we'll, see where it goes, and it might be a 30-minute show or it might be a 3-hour show. Who knows? So number one story and the only story of the day is we all know Tiny got shot on Saturday, I believe. But yeah, it was Saturday. I think they're a little bit below 1.5 inches ultimate. Yeah, Tiny got shot. I don't know if it was a ricochet. He got shot right above his ankle, it looked like. He seems to be doing fine. I mean, of course, I haven't heard from him directly, but I've seen a couple videos. Or have I seen a couple videos? I can't remember if I have or not, to be honest with you. But supposedly he's doing fine. He's still in the hospital. So I don't know if they're looking for something or they're worried about something. But as far as I know, Tiny's okay. Well, he's not. Then they didn't hit an artery. I mean, that's the biggest thing is you didn't hit an artery. Because that would be no bueno. But good news around Vine is the shooter may or may have not been identified. By photo and by name and things of that sort. So, yeah, not going to be greatest day for her. Yeah, yeah, might need to hide for a little bit. But yeah, that's really the only thing I needed to cover. Oh, we got Eddie up in here. I didn't know Eddie was up in here. So I guess I'm just going to open it up to fucking questions, man. Like I said, and just tag my name, Drunk Uncle, so I can, see it in the chat, just in case, we get talking and rambling, and I tend to ramble on. Hey, David. And so see how David tagged my name in it. That way it pops up in orange. Well, you guys know that. And you just, tell me what's on your mind or ask. I don't, doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to fill up time. I know you guys like to come in here and, have fun, talk amongst each other. So I can't sit here with dead air, Oh, maybe we can sit here and just enjoy adult beverages. Anything on anybody's mind? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Willow, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I haven't been on vacation in like 4-5 years, maybe. Unless you count going to a CBD convention a vacation or a protester vacation. I haven't really been on vacation in a while. But I definitely am looking forward to it. Going to shoot some guns. We're going to shoot some guns, man. Woo! Ultimate, they're right under an inch and a half. So they're not gauges. They're long since been gauges. Once you get to 000, you start going to increments of an inch. So I think these are 1 7/16. I really don't know. I'll go ahead and be honest. They used to be a lot bigger. I wonder if I got any of my bigger ones down here. Let's see if I can do this without knocking over computers. Oh yeah, there's one right there. I don't know if I'm going to LA or not. Don't know if I'm going to LA or not. If I do, I definitely need some protection. But okay, so this is what I'm wearing, and this is what I was up to. So I really don't even know what size I'm at. This is just what fits after not wearing earrings for a year, or my plugs, or whatever the hell you want to call them. I sure as hell ain't probably shooting no 50 cal. I'm gonna start off with a damn shotgun, then move to a rifle, and we'll see We'll see about pistols later on. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to LA, but who knows? I have bad ADD, so I might just like up and decide at 1 minute. I'll be like, yeah, let's go. Fuck it. Then I'd have to talk work into covering for me. Like, oh, why can't you come back? I'm gonna go beat up Antifers. They're like, you sure that's a good idea? So you want to bring your own shotgun, huh? I still need to go pick up mine. I need to go pick up my shotgun. It's Remington 88. That was what's recommended for just a good old functional shotgun. Not a lot of working parts, just good old reliable shotgun. I think it was Remington 88. Does that sound familiar? Or 80? One of those. Yeah, I told you, Eddie, if you give me too much, something too high powered, then I might come back with like a black eye. Not setting something right and go, damn, come back with a black eye. Hey, Trish. No, I don't know. I know there's a guitar like in the background, but no, I don't know how to play it. That was that guitar was my mom and dad's, and actually no, I think that was the replica of the one that my mom and dad had, or now my mom has. But when my dad was still alive, he had the guitar. My mom was like, "Hey, he bought that for me, this, that, or the other." So I went and found the closest thing that I could, and I had to go from pawn shop to pawn shop, online, this, that, or the other. It's hard to find that same guitar. The only thing that's different is it's part electric, part acoustic, so it has the electric inputs. But it's an Ibanez, a black Ibanez. But no, I do not know how to play it. Do I have any super secret talents? Super secret. Well, I guess any of my talents are super secret. Ones you might not know of. I'm kind of able to wiggle my ears. I know my hat bounces when I do it. I mean, I DJ, but everybody knows that. I used to be able to make my tongue in a weird position. I haven't tried it since I was in high school. I don't think I can do it anymore. I almost had it. Yeah, that's silly though. That's silly. That's not really a talent. No, my only talent is being able to blend other people's music together and make people dance to it. That's not even that big of a talent. I'm playing other people's music, but it does take a lot of work, a lot of trying to read people's eyes and their body language and stuff like that. But I wish I was creative enough to produce music, but I tried for a few years, probably maybe a total of 5 years, and I just didn't have it in me. Any hobbies? Shit, all I do is I go to work and I do this show, and I go to I have two. Let's see what time if we end on time, we end at midnight. And at the latest, I stay up till it was 4:30, which I've been actually going to bed around 2:30 or 3:30 now. So I guess my only hobby is watching YouTube and getting beat up on UFC on PlayStation. So been doing okay today on UFC. I think I might be a contender. I can't remember. So, do I drink at work? I'll have a beer right before I leave. Like when I start shutting down the shop, it's a wind down drink. But luckily I've always had, not always, but being a DJ and then, being a boss, you kind of always had the option of having a drink if you wanted to. So it's kind of cool. I don't overdo it. If I'm actually trying to catch a buzz, I always hire a driver. Make sure to take somebody out with me that doesn't drink, and buy their food and buy their soda, or pay for the gas, whatever they need, tip them, whatever they want. I just, as long as they have a good time. But yeah, I learned that long time ago. If you're going out and you plan on having a good time, get a driver, get a taxi, Uber, friend. I don't know. Probably just better to do it that way. What else? Anybody else got? Did I miss anything? because we're only 20 minutes in. I know I said it's going to be a short show. I was trying to go at least 30 minutes. That's what she said. And it doesn't look like I missed anything. Good to see you, Tony, over there. We got Tony. He said I'm holding it down over here. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. We got a goal. Oh, we can take up a little bit of time and let's do some dabs, shall we? This is Delta 8, Dazed 8, Northern Lights, Diamonds, whatever the hell that means. I've been hearing that term a lot here lately, the diamonds part. Don't know exactly what it means. Oh, talk about Nate Diaz. We need to talk about Nick Diaz. Well, we're going to do that in just a second. Let's get this thing heated up. Let's see. You'll probably start to see smoke come out the top. Where it at? Oh, there it goes. I can see it a little bit. I don't think you guys can. All right. I don't even know how big a hit you're supposed to take, but that's the way I'll roll. So, not Nate Diaz, but Nick Diaz, the older brother, is coming back at the end of the month. I think the 22nd, maybe. I think the 22nd. He's fighting Robbie Lawler, which they fought each other getting close to 20 years ago. I think about 17 years ago. So that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Maybe me and Eddie can do another one of those shows where we stream it and just talk about it. I'm definitely getting that one, though. Definitely going to get that one. Let's see. Sometimes I don't know. I guess Eddie's talking to me. I think you know these questions. I don't think I've ever been to a Patriot event. I mean, he's just baiting questions. I got you. No, I haven't ever been to a Patriot event. I don't believe, unless it was like when I was younger. I'm relatively new to this ideology. I mean, it's been slowly coming. It's been slowly coming. That's what she said. But I would say I didn't get red pilled per se. It's just I got sick of my own party, which was the Democratic Party, to where I identified as anti-Democrat. And so people were like, oh, so you're a Republican now or conservative? I was like, no. I mean, this is right when I started just being like, I'm fucking done with them. They went too far. They went too far. I'm a man without a home or whatever. They're like, oh, so you're going to be this side or the other. And I was like, nah, man, I just got to have out of a 15-year relationship with them Democrats. And I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going. And once I realized, that these people were lying to me. It started off when they were lying about the vaping. That's when it really started opening my eyes. That I was like, these motherfuckers are lying. And don't get me wrong, a little bit on the Republican side was doing their lying too, but it was a majority on the Democrats. And I knew they were lying. They knew they were lying. But the thing is you can't unring a bell when you scare a bunch of people, and then you just move on. And then shortly after, it was, I think, Jeffrey Epstein happened. Then it was coronavirus. But all the, supposedly the kids that were, dying from these mysterious lung illnesses from vaping, they never ended up addressing the real cause on the screen. They just kept repeating the same lies that had already been debunked a long time ago. So, I mean, that's what started it. And, here I am now. I stepped away from just watching Trevor Noah all the time or whatever. And I started watching Joe Rogan. Then it led to Ben Shapiro and then Steven Crowder and then eventually Eddie. So I've definitely been a much happier person, I would say, since I've came to the dark side. All right. So let's see. Whenever while I left. Hey, thank you, Mark. I didn't even see that come through. Thank you. Hey, Kim. Yeah, the fuck, Mary Kill. Da, 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 da. Do you identify as a walkaway then from the Democratic Party? I don't know how you would say it. I'm anti-Democrat. Like, whatever the fuck they're doing, I don't want any part of it. Like, and I don't know if they were doing that the whole time, and I got one glimpse into something that I knew that they were lying about, and I just opened up that whole area of like, what else are they lying about? And it turns out it's a lot. I don't know what you call that. A walk away, I guess you might be able to put that term on it. I have no idea. I guess this is the fuck, marry, kill. So Tulsi Gabbard, Maxine Waters, and Dianne Feinstein. I'm going to go a different route on this. I think I'm going to go a different route on this. I'm going to fuck Maxine Waters, marry Tulsi Gabbard, and kill Dianne Feinstein. Because, you're married, so you got to consummate, right? So I still get the best of both worlds. I ain't worried about them other people's money. You done threw some fire in there. Tulsi Gabbard, she's a fire. I know she wants to take your guns. I heard that, but I mean, she's very attractive lady. Very attractive lady. Okay, I'm just trying to scroll back through, checking up, see if I missed anything. No, I don't think I missed anything. Well, damn, we got 41 people watching me just talk shit. Only one downlike. I mean, you can't please everybody. Can't please everybody. How's that Mitch Hedberg joke go? You know, you can't please all the people all the time. And last night, all those people were at my show. Yeah, that was a joke. Some people don't get Mitch Hedberg, though. Stoner stuff. So I'm going to take a short bathroom break. Of course, I'll be back in just 30 seconds. And think of some questions. I actually see a couple coming through already. I'll get to them. All right. Let's see. No, I've never been married. I've been engaged twice. One was a very, very short period of time. But, yeah, never married. Dream occupation. Huh. Hell, it might be talking to you little fuckers. That could be it. I enjoy doing this. I basically do it for free. I mean, I get t-shirts. I like t-shirts, though. All right, Bubba, you got to go outside, too? What do you want, Bubba? Bubba's acting a fool somewhere. Let's see what he wants. All right. All right. He'll be out there for a couple minutes and then me whining to come back. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Thank you, Mark. Boom, boom. Hello, James. Just open and read the link. Try the. I didn't see much news today. That was the crazy thing. I really didn't see much. I'm sure there's news out there. I tend to get mine from video. I know Eddie gets his mostly from articles. So I'm sure there's news out there, but generally when it's a holiday, they're gonna suppress the big news because they're gonna wait and do it tomorrow because they I'm sure if you look at the ratings for the news on holidays, they just because people don't want to think about crazy shit that happens while they're barbecuing and whatnot. Would be my guess. That's another reason why they don't really you don't really hear much news after about 6 o'clock Eastern time from Friday into all the way into Sunday basically. Then all of a sudden Monday, all this shit happened. Oh yeah, Rachel Maddow. I did hear about that. She Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Eddie talking about he got my room. What's up? Yeah, Rachel Maddow was pushing this fucking stupid conspiracy that they were having all these horse dewormer overdoses in, was it Indiana or no, Oklahoma? I think it may have been Oklahoma. But, you know, none of it was happening. They're like, oh, like gunshot victims couldn't even get to the doctor because there were so many deworming overdoses, and people just jump on it and then go. People get sold too easily. The news gets sold too easily, but they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. It's like the whole thing with the vaping thing. They knew exactly what they were lying about, but it fit what they wanted to talk about at that particular point in time. So they'll twist it and spin it, and sometimes outright lie. And, you know, if you question it, you just sound like a crazy person. But like, it's the news; they have to tell the truth. And I was like, yeah, I used to think that too. Honestly, used to think that too, that they were supposed to tell the truth, or they had to tell the truth. And I had to see it for myself. And that is what it is what it is. Oh, Eddie got a Facebook thing from some random person, I guess, that was not happy with him about him saying something about Oreo, saying that Eddie didn't get out there and get that work done. Maybe that person meant to send that message to me. That could have been, because that would be an accurate statement, because I was talking a little bit of shit, but I hadn't got out there and got any of that work done. But Eddie has. I mean, we've all seen that. That's the whole reason I started tuning in. I was like, this dude's on a fucking scooter and, you know, throwing knuckles? What the fuck? So, I mean, that was originally what like drew me in, you know. It's good shit. He's entertaining it, but he puts his body at risk every time he does that. You know, he's fell downstairs, and, you know, been pepper sprayed however many damn times. Had his eyebrow cut open. Who knows what else? I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Who knows? Well, any subject y'all want to talk about? You want to talk about any type of conspiracy theories? Or any sorts of secret cults, or I don't know, whatever you guys want to talk about. It's only been 38 minutes. Bubba's at the door. Is he? He must have went away. You want to talk about Titty 1 and Titty 2? No? They're bartenders. They do what they do. So that's mostly a Spanish bar. Or Eddie, or Spanish people generally pretty good tippers, or I don't know how it is. Don't know how it is with the you know, certain type of bars. You have to you basically have to pay you can't have a bartender working for $2.13 an hour at some bars, because they're not going to make any money. They ain't going to make any money. But some of them you can get away with just they don't even care about that check. They might as well just throw that check right out the damn window with the $2.13 an hour. Some of the bartenders I worked with, they made at least 500. I think it may have been about $1,000 a night, close to. But they knew how to do all that crazy stuff. Like the bar manager, just to open a beer. I won't even go through it. Like he done like all these crazy steps of spinning a cup on his hand and throwing it up in the air and then popping the cap off and throwing that up in the air, catching the cup behind his back and slinging it behind his back, bounce off the wall, went into the trash can. Long story short. Crazy way to too much. It's too much to open up a beer. Just open up the beer and hand it to me. But that's why they got paid the big bucks. Yeah. Some Haas twins for you there. Oh, the recall thing is going on. Yeah, the recall thing's going on. Do they got any like new stats, or they got to wait till like the day of? Our flood ain't shit happened. I'm running solo this week. Eddie's packing up his house. But he's already strayed away from packing up his house and is in here in the chat room. I knew he couldn't stay away for long. You gotta feed that monster. Oh, other big news. Steven Crowder's back tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, love me some Crowder. Finally, I'm going to get to start my day off right again with some Crowder. So that'll probably be most of my news. I mean, I'll get Crowder finished a few hours before I go live, and hopefully I can find some other material. But what sucks is I don't know how to use Streamlabs, so I don't know if I can just play the audio on my other computer so you can at least hear what it's doing, or just go over it verbally. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out. I've heard of that X22 report. The website is kind of hard to navigate, to be honest with you. A lot of stuff that I'm not necessarily familiar with, but I've heard a lot about it. So I know there's good stuff on there. I'm just not sure how to navigate on it from what I remember. Hey, Indigo. I didn't know I was drunk. I'll go back and I didn't even know it. The thing is, I'm not even an uncle. It's just a character. It's just a screen name that I stumbled on of a character from SNL. And I mean, I do drink, obviously, but the story behind Drunk Uncle is I used to be called a different name, and damn, I can't even remember what it was going by. But I used to go on all these vape channels, and one of my favorite ones, I'd be in the chat room, and he had a much larger, clientele than most days on this channel. Some days with the live ones, we got a whole slew of people in here. So I, try to, reach out. So I'd always have to try to have a cool, username, and I would change it all the time, just see if I could get a reaction. So if anybody ever watched, hey, Paulie, Impractical Jokers, they have this thing called the name game. and where they're called in, and they have to call these people that are there for some sort of questionnaire or something, but they give them the wrong names, and the wrong names just get like more ridiculous as they go on. And Key and Peele kind of done the same thing with their East Coast, West Coast football. But, one day my name was Dis Fat Bitch. Of course, it's spelled in a way that it doesn't look like I'm saying Dis Fat Bitch. Cranjus McBasketball. I think I went with Uncle Boobs for a little bit. Yanni Van Halen. Hingle McCringleberry. So, and then I stumbled on Drunk Uncle, and I think that was right around the time that I think I started coming into Eddie's chat, and it just caught on, and here we are. And here we are. How things have progressed. Things have progressed, because I don't know, a little bit over a year ago, I noticed that it seemed like I was getting better with my communication skills. I didn't know how it happened, where it was coming from. I think it was from watching Joe Rogan and Steven Crowder, to be honest with you. And so I started thinking about like going into radio or doing podcasting. And it just so happens that, a year later, I didn't pursue any of that. I thought about going to the local radio stations, just be like, hey, you want to try it out? But I had a thing with my cussing. And when I cuss, I don't realize it. I really don't. I just, with the jobs that I've had, granted, I haven't had to watch my mouth too much for the past 15 years. No. Since 2006, however long ago that is. 2006. I think that's like 15 years. Who knows? Yeah, I really hadn't had to worry about it. So I can't really be on the radio. Hey, Paul, I'll probably wear that on a Wednesday. My Drunk Lives Matter shirt. Drunk Lives Matter. Everybody matters. Everybody needs their own shirt. I think there needs to be a Some Lives Matter shirt, because I got some people that are just mouth breathers. Those people that don't really have anything going on in life besides the fact that they're breathing. They don't contribute anything, and I'm not talking about like old people, because they contribute love, they met a family, but I'm talking about people that every once in a while you see them. There's probably more condensed in other places than not, but there's nothing going on in their life besides the fact that they're able to breathe. That's it. So that's what I call a mouth breather. So some lives matter, not all lives matter. But that's just harsh thoughts from Drunk Uncle. Yeah. So I was trying to think, I probably have to learn how to use that Streamlabs. But I wonder, there's not any way to do like a P&P in here, is it? Or like to link with Discord, and we could have people call in, and it seems above I was going to say above my pay grade, but it's above my knowledge base, not above my pay grade. I don't know how to do that shit. Now, if I had a big old mixing board instead of some sort of digital interface, video 1, video 2, audio, levels, faders. I figured that shit out. Kind of old school. Not no analog. Modulators. Got Rise of Holly up in this motherfucker. AOC's up in your bed on Quaaludes. Spicy. I don't know. Y'all trying to shut it down in about 10 minutes? It's up to y'all. It is up to y'all. When the questions stop, I just shut her down because it's been a slow day. I'm gonna have me another Gorgonzola ribeye tonight. Gotta eat that ribeye up before it starts to turn. I went through like a whole tub of Gorgonzola. It was like, a tin that big or a container that big. It's not as good as blue cheese, but it's good. It's good. I sent Eddie a picture of my Gorgonzola burgers last night. So, but it's kind of like blue cheese, like same consistency. Aged ribeye. Yeah. I really want to try one of those or I don't know if you can make one of those in your house without some sort of special apparatus. But I'd like to try that, and I also want to try to finally cook with hickory chips. I've yet to do that. I really want to do that. Tease you with the grilling. Yeah. Indigo, my day was all right. It was all right. Nothing to complain about. Just working with the new guy. He doesn't know much about the nicotine side, but he knows decent amount about the CBD D8 side. I don't know if I brought this up before, but I've been seeing advertisements of mushroom tinctures, but they're not being advertised as like psychedelics. Like you have like 4 or 5 different tinctures and they help with different things. Even Nate Diaz, maybe that's why Eddie was talking about Nate Diaz. I got an email from them, their company, Game Up Nutrition. I think it's called Game Up Nutrition. And they're offering their own mushroom tincture line. So that's going to be interesting. Why don't I try brewing beer at my house? I priced that a long time ago. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like you have to wait like 2 weeks to a month or something to make it. And you save like maybe a couple bucks on a case. So my whole ideology behind making my own beer was to make money off of it. I've always been that way. I don't really want to do many things unless I'm going to make money off of it. This is a different scenario, obviously. I want to do this. There are certain things that I just want to do, and I will do them for free because I enjoy doing them. Like you called me up and you're like, bro, I got a rave and we got 2,000 people here, and somebody just called out, and we want you to come play whatever you want. Breaks, house, dirty electro, don't care. I ain't asking for money. I'm like, can you send a driver? Yep. All right, send a driver. How much you want? Don't worry about it. Just send a driver and keep the drinks in my hand, and let's see what's up. So, can't even remember what the question was, but that's where I went with it. That's where I went with it. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? I already did the dabs. And taking a gummy, that's not. Where's my pen at? Where's my pen at? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's right here. Let's look up the pen for a little bit. Have a little adult time. Getting some info coming in here. Let's see how this is going to work. Let's see. Didn't shut down. Everything's still good. Everything's still good. All right, got a couple links here. Oh, you trying to make me read? You don't know where I went to school at. State Department trying to steal credit for rescue of 4 Americans from Afghanistan. Organizer says total lie. State Department trying to steal credit for rescue of 4 Americans from Afghanistan. Okay. All right. Corey Mills, private team of military veterans led the effort to rescue Mariam and her 3 children from Afghanistan. Private team. That's private team. Oh, those are probably those guys, the retired guys, yeah? The retired guys that said they were going to go do this on their own. Organizer of private mission to rescue an American mom, Miriam, and her 3 children from Afghanistan, said the U.S. Department is now trying to insert itself in the story of her evacuation despite playing little to no role for much of the rescue effort. Well, that's not surprising. That's not surprising. I don't really think that there's need to go into this. This is a long article, but I mean, you get the gist. You know, they're trying to take credit for something that they had no part of. I'd probably just get upset if I continue to read that, to be honest with you. Let's see, something about the Gavin Newsoms. The gruesome Newsoms. The gruesome Newsoms. Have some adult beverage. That's an adult beverage right there. We got the backup. Yes, sir. And then we need the nicotine. Yes, sir. All right. All about Newsom. Newsom supporters outraged. California recall backers ahead of election. Okay, that didn't sound right to me. Newsom supporters outraised California recall backers ahead of election. So they raised more money for him. Makes sense. He's big tech. I mean, that's where big tech's at. Yeah, they got plenty of money. Democratic voters outnumber Republicans statewide by nearly 2-1. And the party controls every state level of the office and dominates the legislature and congressional delegation. Sure. Voters outnumbered statewide 2-1. So we got 33%. Is that what they're saying? We got 33%. I forget that you guys can't see this shit. You know? I'm not used to that. Millions have been raised on both sides ahead of the final stretch California recall election, and it seems the first Democratic governor, Gavin Newsom, removed from office in a state that is heavily leans blue. Let me read that again. Millions have been raised on both sides ahead of the final stretch of California recall's election that could see first-term Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom removed from office in a state that is heavily blue. Okay, I thought there was more to it than that on that paragraph. A little over a week until September 14th, the state has received more than 5 million ballots out of 22 million sent to the registered voters. The vote will give Republicans a chance to take back Sacramento since Arnold Schwarzenegger left in 2011. Sacramento, that must be your state capital. I guess that's what that means. Fundraising by pro and anti-recall groups, top candidates in the race has topped 72 million. Let me just scan this. Newsom raised the majority of the funds. But it really doesn't mean anything. Really doesn't. Well, I run out of shit to talk about, party people. So, I guess we're gonna shut her down. I know it's been a short night, but there really wasn't much, going on today. But we get Crowder back tomorrow, so I, get a lot of news from that. It won't be a holiday, so the news will be flowing in. Hopefully, we're going to have a more eventful show tomorrow. But this is just kind of a tester. We still got 44 people in here. I mean, that's decent. That's pretty damn good when I ain't got shit to talk about. So, thank you, everybody. And we will see you next time. Meow, meow. Saying.